Hey guys, this is Tim from the Drumming Chronicles. I just want to talk to you today about what should be in your stick bag. I noticed mine was a bit too full, so I wanted to clean it out, and I just wanted to go over what should be in your stick bag. So we're going to clean it out, and then we're going to reassemble everything and make it clean. So start by just emptying everything out of your stick bag so you can see exactly what you have, what you need to put back in, and anything that you might be missing. Then grab your stick bag and just shake it out. You can see that there's a bunch of dirt, stick shavings, stuff like that. So just take it. Cleaner than it was before. So, if you want to be really clean, you could, I guess you could vacuum it, but we're not going to do that today. I got stuff to do. Anyways, so let's just look and see what is in your stick bag. I have gummy worms in mine for secret purposes. So ignore the gummy bears. Don't worry about those. So, sticks. Should have a lot of sticks. Let's see here. I have my stick of choice. Excel Standard Series Hickory 2Bs. Look at that. Wow. What's that say? I'll read that. See what that says. Oh, hit the drums hard. That's right. This is my signature stick, made by Excel. Love these things. Kind of like driving a truck. They just hit hard, they sound good, they don't break that easily. And yeah, so have a lot of your sticks. You need a lot. Anyways, so, oh, and I got some brushes. I got a call to do a brush gig a few weeks ago in downtown LA at the Varnish, and I realized I didn't have any brushes on me, and I had to go and buy some that day, like an hour before the gig, just to have some brushes. So I'm not going to make that mistake again. You know, always have brushes in your stick bag. I was actually going to go take them out again because I don't want to get them bent. But I think the risk of bending them does not outweigh the benefit to having them. So I'm going to keep these in the bag. I'm going to keep those. So set all those aside. I got a phone charger. It's probably good to have. What else? I got some tension rods. You never know when you're going to need these. You probably lose rods here and there. I know my floor tom needs a couple the next gig I'm going to put on. And I might need to replace some on my snare drum. But I might have put a little too much Loctite on. So I'm going to release a snare drum repair video and show you guys I've been using Loctite on my lugs, but I put too much on one of the lugs and it was very hard to tighten. So just put a drop, but watch my video. It explains why you would want to use this stuff. You got to be very careful with it because you don't want to put too much on your lugs. But basically the idea is you put a drop of Loctite on your tension rod where your stick is hitting, because I tend to loosen those rods a lot, and a little Loctite goes a long way. You're not really going to be using this on the gig. It's not one of those things where you're going to be like, oh man, I wish I had some Loctite on this gig. You know, that's more of like a repair kind of thing that you do at home. So I'm going to take this out. Every stick bag should have a clutch. You want an extra clutch. You know, I use a different one when I play. This is an old school, you know, bare bones clutch. It's pretty standard, but always keep an extra one because you don't know if somebody's going to grab yours or it's going to break. But always have one of these. I have two. For whatever reason, but that one's missing a bottom piece. I'm not really sure why. But we're going to keep them both in there so we can kind of use them if we need. Should always have a pen. Or a Sharpie is even better. Let's see here. wow, I had my stick bag, for some reason I had, see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 pairs of shades. So, you know, maybe you guys can comment if you think that's enough shades to have in your stick bag. I think it's a few too many, because they're going to get broken, and there's better places for it, like a costume bag. You know, a big part of being a musician, being a person that plays and gets paid to play and gigs and does jobs and stuff, is you got to be organized. You got to have a spot for everything, and because you got to find stuff quickly. So I don't know how these all got built up. I'm sure I just put a pair in after whatever gig and then just forgot about them. So this is just going to get in your way. So let's get rid of all this stuff. None of this needs to be in the bag. You know, these are all going to go in a costume bag or something else. Okay, so what else? Oh, look at this. So this is a very specific screw for a DW pedal. Just a little mini screw. I have one in there, because, and look, they put some sort of, so you guys don't think I'm crazy with the whole Loctite thing, they put some sort of Loctite product on their screw when they ship them, so it doesn't loose. It might just be paint or something, but so anyways, the big guys do it. I recommend doing it on a couple lugs. Just don't go overboard with it. So we're gonna keep that with our tension rods, because we might need that. It's a very specific screw. Okay, this I want to talk to you guys about. You know, a lot of you guys are probably playing with tracks, and you need headphones, you need monitors. You know, so what I do, I have two. I mean, I went through a lot of pairs of monitors, so I got some extras. I'm gonna just try to do this with one hand. I'm gonna do it with my teeth here. Sorry about the camera for a second. Just want to open this up. Okay. All right, so in here we got your A set, right? These are the ones you're gonna use every gig. Got them in your A bag. A for the best, or your A set you're going to use. You know, I put a little piece of tape on the, I think it's the right ear. Double check that. Let me think. Oh no, it's the left. Yeah. So that's my left one. Because when you're grabbing and it's a show and you need to know which one, oh shit, which one's my left, which one's my right. You know, some people, you could paint it. I might actually do that. I might just put a little, you know, get some nail paint from a girl or a guy who likes nails painted or whatever, and paint one of these bad boys. You know, I like red for right, so blue for left. That's one way to keep them straight. So anyway, so you got your A pair, right? And then let's see what's in here. This is my B set. B set. Wow. So this is just kind of a jumble. These are some older monitors that I used. I think both of them are missing one channel, so there's only one headphone on each of these sets. But I have two sets here. But it will get you through a gig. It's, you know, you can port the click to one, and that's all you need, you know, to get through a gig. These are just a B backup. B for backup. So you got your A system, your B system. B for backup. Have backups. You have to. You gotta have a backup for pretty much everything, because you don't want to be the guy in the gig and say, well, you know, my monitor's broke. Sorry guys, monitor's broke. You don't want to be that guy. You want to say, you don't even want to let anybody know that you had a problem, because that's what being a professional is about. You do your job so good that nobody even knows when there's a problem, because it's not their concern, it's your concern. That's why they're paying you. So have a backup. These are headphone extensions. This is to run, you know, from a board that you got. Plug that into the board. And this you're going to plug into your monitors. Gives you a little more length, you know, to get from the mixer to your ears. The length on these ones is not that long. See if I can show you guys. It's I mean, it's, I don't know, I think it's 6 feet, something like that. It's not long enough to get to a mixer, and you know, unless you want to be you know, unless you want to be thinking about it. I don't want to think about any of that stuff, so I make a extension. Problem is, most of these extensions that you get are 10 feet, 15 feet, something like that, so I just bind it up a little bit, shorten the length like that, and then that kind of hangs out at your mixer over there, right? That's hanging out in the mixer, and then you plug this into your monitors here. So that's a headphone extension. I have two because not because I'm worried about one breaking, because this is not very crucial, because if this breaks, you would just simply plug this into the mixer. But brings me to another point. You should have a extra 1/8 to 1/4 inch adapter. You should have like 5 of them, because those little guys like to get lost, and you know, you can't plug this into most mixers, but you can plug this. So this is a 1/4 inch, and this is an 1/8 inch. I'm sure most of you guys know that, but I'm just telling you, gotta have an adapter. That way, if this breaks for whatever reason, which it probably won't, they're pretty solid, but if it does break, you'll have somewhere to get into the board like that. And I just figured out a backup. If you don't have a 1/4 inch to an 1/8, you could actually plug right into your sound source, and then you would actually at least be able to do the show. You might not even be able to get your backing tracks out to the crowd, but you would actually be able to finish the show because you would have the click in your head, which may or may not be good because you wouldn't have any backing tracks unless you could split the output of the laptop to 2 sources. But that's probably a little too much. I just like to think of every way that something can go wrong, because you are the guy that's responsible for fixing it. Alright guys, so I realized I was looking through the bag, I didn't actually have one of the most important things every stick bag should have: drum key. I always have one on my keys. That's what you need to do. So you know, I just always have one on me at all times. So you know, there wasn't even one in the stick bag because I just always have one. But you should have backups. You should always have your keys. If you don't have your keys, you got bigger problems than tuning. But yeah, definitely have a key in your stick bag. So we're going to throw that in there. So you get your sticks, brushes, tension rods, extra hi-hat clutches, headphone extension, pen or Sharpie, your A set of in-ear monitors, your B sets of in-ear monitors, and your drum key. So this is like a minimum of what you should have. I want to show you a couple other things that you should probably have. I like to have them. Get a nice little flashlight. This is a mag light. These things don't break. Have some tape. Duct tape's the best, but for your stick bag, you want it nice and small. You might need to tape down some drums or cabling or anything, but duct tape's better. But since it's a stick bag, we want small and compact. This is important. These are just earplugs. Yeah, earplugs are good to have. Gotta save your hearing, guys. So we're gonna put all this back in the in the stick bag, and we'll be good to go. So I'll show you how it looks when it's done. All right, guys. So I'm just gonna show you how I'm doing this, so I don't have to explain it later. So basically, in the front pocket, you want all your mission critical stuff. This is the headphone extension. Okay, you want that easy to get at, right? You got your A set of monitors. You want to keep that out because we're going to put the B in below it, right? So you got your A and B. That is mission critical. Okay, you don't really want anything getting in your way of getting to that stuff. We're going to put the tension rods in there too, because they're just going to kind of fall to the bottom. They're going to be out of the way. And these don't take up that much space. So just kind of shove those in the bottom there. Alright, cool. That's good for that pocket. You know what? Let's put the flashlight in there too, because that's going to get down to the bottom. Kind of be out of the way. Throw the tape in there too. Just kind of keep that stuff out of the way of your mission critical stuff. Okay. Let's open it up. And then, you know, I like to put my headphone, or my what's it called there? Earplugs in this front pocket. Little stuff goes in there, a little drum key action. Tuck that in there. We got our clutches. A little bigger of a pocket. Put them in there. We put our pen in there. And go ahead and organize your sticks. Whichever way makes sense to you. You know, this is a cool bag. This has multi-pockets, so you kind of just stick them however. But this is a good time to just organize your sticks and make sure. Vic Firth out of there. Excel, baby. That's the old deal. That's before I had my own stick, man. Boom. Yeah. So, all right, there you go. Put your sticks in so you can grab them like that. You know, tips down, and there you have it. There's what every drummer needs in his stick bag. Yeah, there you go. You're ready to go. So remember, as always, hit the drums hard.